Welcome back to my Isolation Diary, and this week's theme is games. Specifically, I'm talking about console games, the Xbox, PS2, all those sorts of, well, guilty pleasures really, that, to be perfectly honest, I've never spoken about before, but I have been playing since forever. So why do I like them? Well, obviously there's the challenge side of it. I used to love games where you would thread your way through mazes like Attic Attack on the ZX Spectrum. I really enjoyed immersive games where you would inhabit realms that you were familiar with already. For example, GoldenEye on the Nintendo 64. It's basically the Bond film and all the Bond films, and you could play the characters, pick up the props, and actually engage with your mates as well. It was split into 4 different screens, so that was something that you could do together. The idea of sort of doing it alone and sitting, and it's not that appealing. However, there is one game that for me has taken the whole world of gaming and turned it on its head. And it's called Red Dead Redemption. Now, it's set in the Wild West. You play a cowboy, you do various different missions, you ride your horse, you can go camping, you build your home, and you can do good for other people. And that's the difference. It's not just a shoot 'em up or something where you're fulfilling tasks that feel a bit ad hoc. You can define and choose how you interact with that world. So I've finished all the particular missions now, and during lockdown, I like to just take my horse for a ride, do a bit of camping, cook a sausage, look at a lightning storm over a lake. And I do know how, odd that sounds. And the thing I like about the game is that oddness. It's the fact that you don't necessarily have to do very much. You can just marvel at it because, the programming's amazing. The visuals are just spectacular. The music as well is really something. You've got artists like Willie Nelson in there, but the main soundtrack is done by a guy called Daniel Lanois, whose music I have loved forever. But it's so gentle and it's really dreamy. And the attention to detail, the research, the level of authenticity that you feel when you're interacting with the game, really it's kind of like being Michael Douglas in the movie, The Game, and you don't really know where you end and it begins. The irony, of course, is that no matter how limitless and expansive the experience of the game feels, you are ultimately tied to the confines of that digital realm. So, much the same as lockdown, really. I will bring you news of the single. It is being released on the 3rd of July, and I will reveal the title in next week's show. Thanks for watching the Isolation Diary, and I'll see you here next time.